This one is called the pants. Take 8.
Yoga! Woo!
Welcome to Funniest Thing with Daryl and Ed, the best-looking guys on the radio. We all know the funniest things happen when we stop taking ourselves too seriously and step out boldly, like Mr. Magoo blindly stepping onto the next swinging girder and falling into an outrageous jackpot.
Where's that go?
Your hosts, Daryl and Ed, are about to administer a refreshing dose of laughter and love that will inspire you to step out boldly and experience the funniest
we could
things.
talk. I forgot.
Now,
yeah.
here are your hosts, Daryl and Ed.
Welcome to Funniest Thing,
Oh, yes.
where each week we share stories about how stepping out boldly always leads to better than expected outcomes.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm Daryl,
And I'm Ed.
and we're
Doing something over here.
We're broadcasting live from middle school studios, and if you're watching on YouTube, you'll actually be able to see that it's nothing more than a prop closet at Sony Studios here in downtown Culver City, the heart of Screenland.
Sony's been good to us, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
So what's
And
today's show called?
speaking of being joyful,
Yes.
it's End the War on Joy.
That's
Isn't it about
right.
time?
It is time.
It's time to throw in the towel. Stop
That's right.
fighting. Surrender.
Oh, man. That's what it's all about. 'Cause
Come on over to the winning side.
Come on over. What is that, a song?
I don't know. It just sounded good.
Well, we have discovered that to be blessed literally means to be happy. So you can trust joy as a green light from God. Stephanie Havelka, founder and innovator of Sportkini, will drop in during the second segment to read and discuss today's daily word, pray for others. And boy, are we happy whenever Stephanie comes by.
Yes.
She always has amazing, uplifting,
Things to say.
real life
Real life experience.
experiences with this stuff.
Yes, because we're not, we don't just share, we don't just talk about this stuff. We actually try to apply it.
I thought the same goes for the Sportkini.
Yes, and that's why I'm wearing, they can't see it at YouTube because you can't see from the waist down, but
That's right. That's right. But
it's
they are
actually pretty comfy.
That's right. That's right. I feel very secure in that. So let's see here. One thing that really kicked this show into high gear was a discovery that Daryl made regarding the meaning of the word blessed.
Yes.
Let me start there.
Yes, because I stumbled across the actual translation
Yes.
from the earliest manuscripts
Yes.
is blessed. Also, the word that was used that became blessed in a lot of translation literally translates to happy.
Right.
And I was telling Ed, I go, are you kidding me?
Right.
Because if they just used that word,
Yes.
I would have jumped on
Yes.
all these biblical lessons at a much earlier age. Because if it said, happy are they that do this, this, and this,
Yes.
basically Jesus was saying, look, you will, if you do this, you will be happy.
Yes.
If you try this, you'll be happy.
Right.
But when the word blessed or blessed is used, when it was used, or
Right.
how I heard it, it seemed like some pious, like
Maybe otherworldly kind of a thing.
no,
That's like,
more, but it felt like it was some sort of martyrdom. Like, if I do this, then I'll be blessed.
Oh, I get you.
Like, it didn't really have anything
Well,
for the now.
I mean, underneath it all, though, yeah, exactly. So there's that emotional part to it. But when you take a word like blessed, where you don't really know what it means,
Right.
then it's like you apply these different meanings. And
Well-
one of the things that really tickled my brain, because as soon as you said it, I said, I wonder. So I looked up I love the Google. You can get the origin of words. So I looked up blessed, and I had this intuition. And sure enough, it said the English root, I guess from England or something, was bliss. And once I understood, that's just like a different way of saying bliss, which is another way of saying happy, then it all started to really make sense to me.
Yeah, and one definition I saw is actually blissfully happy.
Right.
Well,
I think that guy was trying to like really hammer it home. I'm talking about blissfully.
Well, because it's so much more motivating. Because the truth of the matter
Yes.
is, if you apply these principles in your life,
Right.
you're happy. I'm happy.
Yes.
Whenever I let go of the war on joy
Right.
and I surrender my judgment, like I do all the things
Right.
that are suggested
Yes.
by Jesus and all the other teachers.
Yes.
I immediately, the joy is the natural, it's almost like joy
Yes.
is now allowed to flow freely.
Yes.
That all these things that are suggested that will make you blessed in the Bible are suggestions that help you let go of whatever it is you're holding on to
Right.
that gets in the way of the natural flow of joy.
Yeah.
And we also read that joy is this, right? The joy is the strength of the Lord.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
not martyrdom is the strength of the Lord,
Yeah.
or wrestling something is the joy of the Lord.
Yeah, because there's ways that you can say like, oh, I'm blessed. Like you could be kind of in the place where you're really trying to convince yourself that you're blessed, or I'm trying to convince myself that I'm blessed. Like, that's I think that too. What you said, that pious kind of like carrying a lot of weight. Like, oh, I'm blessed. It's like, things are really crappy, but I'm blessed. But when you think about blessed as being joy, or bliss, or happiness, it's like to really get into the state that Jesus is talking about. It's when I am actually feeling happy. And I've been thinking a lot about that this week, because in the past I would under prioritize my own happiness in my life, and I would always think of others first. But if I realize, like, if I really want to bless others, then I have to be blessed myself, and to be blessed myself, I have to be feeling happy and connected to my life and feeling satisfied. Because it's not just random, because God's always given me what I desire, and if I'm living in tune with myself, and I'm not saying this from someone who can really preach, but I can say someone who's practicing a lot this week, I'm realizing how much in the past I forgot about my own happiness and how important that is to whatever it is I'm doing. But without that, everything's a struggle. Without the happiness, without the joy, everything's a struggle. And then today's pray for others is the daily word, and this was perfect for this whole idea of being blessed, meaning to be happy. Because Daryl, why don't you tell them about your little simple way to pray for others? Because it goes right along with that.
Because I was also thinking too, when we imagine people happy,
Yes.
when we pray,
Yes.
that's how I do it in a general way. Whether you
Right.
especially if you're having trouble with somebody or a resentment,
Yes.
the fastest way to release that is to pray for them. And in praying for them, what I do is in a general way, I just see them happy.
Yes.
I see them happy and it says, bless your enemies and
Yes.
you're free. Well, if blessed means happy, then by accident,
Yes.
I've been actually imagining people happy.
Yes.
And it blesses them, but it blesses me.
Right.
And that's why another great episode that goes along with this is a prayer for you is a prayer for me.
Yes.
Because whenever I do that, especially if I'm going to go meditate, sometimes it's hard to release whatever it is, the emotions from the thoughts,
Yes.
and drop into a nice meditative state where I'm focusing on all the good things about God. If I can't really get there, what I've found to work the most effectively and efficient way is for me to just relax and think about people in my life and start with the people I like and imagine them smiling and happy with their families,
Yeah.
in the sunlight, doing things they enjoy, just like seeing a
Right.
movie of them happy in a happy
Yeah.
scene. And it's almost instantaneous.
Right.
Because what's happening is the joy is now being allowed to
Yeah.
flow freely without any restriction.
Yes.
And once it starts flowing
That's right.
towards people you like, then it picks up so much, what do you call it, momentum, that those other little things that were disturbing me, they don't stand a chance.
No,
they
no.
can't obstruct it.
Yeah, they evaporate.
They evaporate.
Yeah, we go to a higher frequency. We're up here now. Any other area of my life, it's so easy to get the higher perspective and feel good. It's amazing. And one of the things that I uncovered doing that very thing you're talking about, blessing people when I was going to sleep this week, was imagining them happy and asking myself, what would make Ed happy in my life? Like, what are the things that would make Ed happy? I realized in the past, and we got a great reading in the third segment that'll talk about this, but in the past, I believed that if I was happy, it was not rational, but somewhere tucked in there was this belief that somehow it would hurt other people or would take away from other people's happiness, or it wasn't okay. You know, so I had this weird thing in there. So when I would get too happy, it would like shut me down, you know, because it would start to feel like, well, if they're not happy and I'm happy, I'm like leaving them behind or just crap, you know. So I've been very happily letting all that go, because I am convinced that me being joyful is the very best thing that I can do for the whole world. That is my way of blessing the world.
Stop the war on joy.
I know, for crying out loud.
Because that's that old BS statement.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to pray for yourself. It's disrespectful. Or if I'm happy and somebody's not, then I'm being disrespectful to them.
Right.
And that is crap.
It is crap, and you can.
I can't help them from that point.
That's right, and there's people walking around in the spiritual community who are like, they have that while, you know, prancing around, but if they're not feeling joy inside, and they're going around teaching everybody else, you know, I mean, it's like it doesn't work. It's got to be joyful. It's got to be bringing about joy and freedom and happiness.
Yes.
Yes. That's what we're looking for anyway. And the more we look for it, the more we find out that's what Jesus was talking about. That's what all these teachings are about, that when we're in harmony with ourselves and God, we just feel happy. And then when we're happy, then it's so easy to help other people. We do it without even trying.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, dude, that goes perfect with their 3 breaths.
Okay.
Should we start?
Yes.
Okay. So Daryl's got a good story, actually, that goes with these breaths as well.
Gabby's been barking. They've got a big load of mail.
Yes, everyone's excited over here in the studio, and it's very helpful to have these excited creatures. So, it's real simple this week. I do myself a favor and share joy with my neighbor.
Yes!
Yes. All right, let's take a breath to clear our mind. I do myself a favor and share joy with my neighbor.
I do myself a favor and share joy with my neighbor.
I do myself a favor and share joy with my neighbor. All right. Should we do some readings and then do the story?
Yeah, we gotta go quick though, because Jeff's gonna give us that wrap it up sign.
Wrap it up, I'll take it. All right, Daryl found a great reading online. Where'd you find this? The Bible Hub?
It came through the Bible Hub.
Okay.
But I only did a search for blessed, the translation of blessed, meaning happy, or does it mean happy? And tons of stuff came up, but this one seemed to hit the nail on the head.
I knew Daryl was getting somewhere because a lot of the texts were coming through with a lot of exclamation points. After midnight. Daryl does his best research. And there's all these exclamation points on everything. It's like the tail of the dog when it's wagging and it's happy. So anyway, the first one says, so what does it mean to be blessed? The word blessed Jesus used in the Sermon on the Mount is from the Greek word makarios, which means to be happy or blissful, but it also means a self-contained happiness. The Greeks called the island of Cyprus the Happy Isle. They believed that because of its geographical location, perfect climate, and fertile soil, that anyone who lived on Cyprus had it made in the shade. And the term they associated with the island was makarios. They believed everything you needed to be happy was right there on Cyprus. We can't all move to Cyprus, but the idea is that our happiness is independent of our circumstances. It is self-contained, meaning that regardless of what is happening to us externally, we can truly be happy internally. We can be genuinely blessed.
Yes!
Now, Daryl, I gotta say, when I found out that bless and bliss was the same word, Daryl didn't want, he hasn't not allowed this to really be a part of the equation because you don't like the word.
I said blissfully happy.
No, I know.
You actually deleted that.
No, I want to, because you talk about how people misuse the word bliss, and it's the same kind of thing. Whereas blessed can be like, oh, I'm blessed. And bliss can be holding your breath and, and doing like a fake smile. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I'm saying I know I'm exaggerating.
No, you're right.
But that's why I'm bringing it out.
Blessed, what my interpretation from everyone who would say the word blessed, it meant like, life is tough, but I'm blessed. And the people that go blissed are like it feels phony. It feels artificial. I'm blessed.
Yeah, like one's putting a frown on it with blessed.
Yeah.
The other's putting a smile, but it's still the same
Constipation.
down below. But so that's why we wanted to use this show to shine a new light on this. whole thing.
Yes.
So that's why.
Here's a miraculous, funniest thing.
Yes.
Actually, every week we do the show, and if you're listening at home, you could also watch this on YouTube and see how crazy we really look when we're doing the show.
Yes.
But every week we kind of get an inspired idea through the Daily Word what the topic's going to be.
Right.
And what happens is it ends up being the perfect thing to help us,
Yes, it
Ed and
does.
myself, get through the week.
Oh,
it's
my
it's
goodness.
almost like it was divine order that this topic came up. Because
doubt about
it
it.
is the tool, like Jesus gave tools
Yes.
to be joyous in spite of what's going on around
Yes.
us. Like we're living on the
Oh
happy
my gosh,
island.
yes.
It's a self-contained happiness.
Yes.
So I was walking down my block the other day, and about 5 doors down, there is a dog lives there with its people,
Yeah.
right? And this dog is a crazy dog. It needs
Yeah.
to be on a leash. Whenever it's not on a leash, it goes for other dogs.
Right.
Okay. So about a year ago, I was walking down there, and the guy's pretty good about having it on a leash, but I saw the wife out there, and the wife didn't have him on a leash, but she was just going to go get the paper, and I could understand that thinking.
Yeah.
So I had Gabby sit,
Right.
remained calm, and sure enough, boom, the dog comes barreling out towards Gabby like 90 miles an
Yeah.
hour, latches onto Gabby.
Oh, my
It was
goodness.
one of those horrible scenes you don't want to have to witness.
Yeah.
I had to pry the two of them apart.
Wow.
And I was just, it's okay, it's okay. I took Gabby, wasn't really hurt bad, just shaking. She shook it off better than I did.
Yeah.
And so, but here's the point. The point is, anytime I saw them after that, I would give like a forgiving wave, but somewhere in my gut there was still a little twinge of the feeling like that dog should always be on a leash.
Yeah,
That
sure. You
dog
want to
needs-
stick it to him. You want to
those
give him a
people-
Gettysburg Address.
Yeah, I want to give them a Gettysburg Address. I want to tell the other neighbors who have dogs, that dog, they should keep it
Yeah.
on. It attacked Gabby.
Totally, I
And
can
then
see
the neighbor who witnessed it said, well, Gabby was so good and didn't do anything. And that kind of fueled me.
Oh, yeah.
It's like going, yeah, I'm the righteous one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the year goes by and I'd wave, but I'd still feel a twinge of that yuckiness. Until 2 days ago, I'm walking on the block and I see the man and he's walking this dog.
Yeah.
He's on the other side of the street walking in the same direction I am. I'm on my side. And I see him clearly from the side of my eye and I go, well, I should say hello. But I felt the twinge with it and I go, well, he doesn't see me. I don't need to say hello because I'm just pushing through this twinge. And then it hit me. Stop the war on joy. And I thought about 2 things. One is, what if I have no reference to this man from the past? And I just saw this man right now with this dog
Right.
for the first time.
Uh-huh.
I would just wave with joy.
Right.
I would go out because I do that, right?
Yes.
And I also heard, which I heard an old guy say was, sometimes life hands you a cinder block.
Yeah.
And he says, I suggest you let go of it. Which is like what
That's
we're
so
talking
smart,
about.
yeah.
So I thought that, and as soon as I thought of him with no reference to the past, I wave with a smile, and it was like a magic one. I could
Yeah.
feel the energy go across the street. He picks it up. He waves back. And you know what? Since that moment,
Yes.
from immediately that moment,
Yeah.
I don't have that twinge anymore.
Dude, that
And
is
it
what it's all
totally
about.
dissolved any of what had happened. It's like
Yeah.
it's gone.
That-
Even if I
yeah.
think about seeing it,
Yeah.
which used to bring up a twinge, like reliving
Right.
the scene.
Right.
The scene doesn't have the negative emotion attached to it anymore.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Well, it shows the power of joy is natural.
That's
and
right.
once we let go, it is so powerful. It transformed my subconscious.
And yes.
It didn't change anything, but it transformed everything.
Yes, and you also removed the condition from your joy being based on anything that he did or he had to change, or you just let your joy be without. There's no
Right.
condition. Nothing
No.
else needed to change. That is beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing.
That is what this is all about. That is what this is all about. Because that's what forgiveness is. Just letting go of the cinder block we're holding on to.
And remember, we read somewhere that forgiveness really means forgetting.
Yeah,
it's not
like changing our mind about something is when the reconciliation happens. Or something.
Yeah, forgiving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's. You said the other day, the last episode, that repent
That's what it was. Repent.
really means,
To like change our thinking about something.
yeah, there's another way to look at this.
Yeah. All right. Well, coming up next, Stephanie Havelka, founder and innovator of Sportkini, drops in to read and discuss today's daily word. Pray for others. So thank you for listening to Funniest Thing on Unity Online Radio.
What is called the pants? Take 8.
We are recording. Mm-hmm. Okay. Where's Havelka? Now, do you want to do these quick reads?
Yeah, we could do that.
Look, it was just this one. That is so good. You should read that because you have big eyes.
Oh, you want me to read that? Okay.
It's so
That's
that actually is the perfect kickoff for number 2.
Okay, cool.
Oh, he's ringing voicemail. Oh, Honda's calling.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, yeah.
Talk. We can't hear you. Oh, he probably doesn't have your mic on.
We'll hear you soon enough. Oh, man.
Where's
We'll wait for comfort.
Comfort? He might know what you need to press. Is there a little mic that has an X through it on your Skype?
I know that table. I know where you're sitting. Exactly.
Yes.
You're looking at the Pacific Ocean,
Oh,
aren't
you
you?
know what?
Yeah.
Roll your mouse over your picture and see if that mic is open.
Mr. Comfort,
Can you hear her?
we can't hear Miss Havelka. Is there any muting on or anything on the laptop?
And neither can I. I can't hear either.
Do you see this, Stephanie? Do you see a little microphone symbol? There should be.
She can type.
Type. You can type underneath. Because there's a mic. If you hit it, it's going to have an X on it.
Are your earbuds in all the way?
She got a Mac or a PC.
Are you on a Mac or?
She PC.
PC?
Go to Tools, Options. Tools. Up in the top there. Options. Audio settings. And then microphone, what's it selected at? Make sure it's selected to your headset or what are the choices? You have to type it for us. Yeah, the other thing you can do if you can't get this to work is call us on the telephone. Or we can call you on the telephone.
Or use the screen in computer?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there is
Unplug
one.
your headset and see if it works. Unplug your headset because we
Yeah.
can't hear a thing.
I wonder if those are compatible with the PC.
Oh, they might not be. Is it unplugged?
Have you used the microphone on this laptop before?
Can't hear anything.
Okay. Have her call us.
Call up on the phone.
No, well, what's your phone number?
Oh, what's your phone number? Type it in. And type it in and Jeff will call it. There it is. She's typing.
And she types it in. I'll have you read it to me.
Okay.
949?
Hold
Oh, okay.
on. 949
632
632
9969.
9969.
And use the headset with your telephone and it'll sound good.
Dude, this is the YouTube people get to watch the behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They could see all this.
Mm-hmm.
They still can't see my Sportkini bottom. I gotta keep that
Thankfully.
shirt down.
That's for the dog's eyes only.
Yeah, well, they're not liking it either.
They're a little disappointed.
Give me a minute. Hold on. She probably answered the phone. Just one sec.
Well, for our at-homers, we did have a good little reading from you that we might not get to during the podcast.
Yeah, lay it on us.
On page 45, and it says, where am I writing? Oh, get in the mood of delight. Joy is the how and way you get what you desire. And we were
Yeah.
talking earlier about how joy is your compass.
Yeah.
Joy is my compass. And anytime I'm feeling anything that's unlike joy,
That's right.
it means I'm off course. And I got to realize that. And I'm going through the car buying process
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
And talking with dealers. And it's amazing because anytime I start to feel the pressure, instead of buying into the emotion of just push through this, say yes,
Yes.
because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, I say, nope, sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to have to think about that. And I walk out. And it's funny. It's making this whole car purchasing.
Is she on the phone yet?
Are you on the phone yet? Yeah.
Okay, we can't hear her there. So hold on.
Wait, I hear something. Oh, it's Jeff. Oh, so it's been making the whole car buying experience,
Yeah.
which normally can be just horrendous,
Right.
very joyful.
Yeah.
Because I'm not allowing the fear
That's right.
to corrode. That's
Right.
where this episode has been helping me
Yeah.
in buying a car, because I'm ending the war on joy.
Yes.
And I'm going in joyful. I'm
Yes.
not going in arrogant. I'm not
Right.
like acting like they
Well-
owe me a favor.
I can't get the phone to work.
You cannot?
No.
But it's amazing how well it's been working. Can you call her phone?
Oh, I can call her on Skype. We'll do that.
Okay, he's going to call you on Skype.
Yep. Okay. Number again is
949
949
632
632
9969.
9969. All right. Where's the dial? Thinking about that.
Yeah, because what happened was the deals that were advertised on the internet,
Yeah.
which is what I was ready to go in and sign the papers on,
Yeah.
changed
hearing
when I
something.
got to the dealer.
Dude, that's awesome.
And I was able to say, well,
Hello?
all
Now,
right.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Fantastic. All right.
Okay.
All right, I guess we're coming back. Are you ready to read your...
Yep. You bring us back.
Oh, okay.
30 seconds, so you can talk for a bit
Oh.
more.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I have my thing out. I'm all ready.
Yeah, you sound great.
Fantastic.
You have your daily word, pray for others? Yes.
Yes.
Great. So you had a little bit of some rough waters out there, huh, this morning swimming?
Oh, yeah. In fact, when we're done, I'm going back out.
Nice. Cool.
Crazy.
Speaking of rough waters, when we're done, I'm going to go back to a car dealership.
Awakening world.
You and I are both car shopping.
Yes. Oh, this tool has been working great for car shopping.
There we go.
We now return to the funniest thing. Here are your hosts, Daryl and Ed, the best looking guys on the radio.
All right, welcome back. We're glad you stuck through all those
Yes.
important announcements.
Yes.
If you were watching on YouTube, you saw we were just hanging out trying to get things working properly so everyone could
right.
hear us, and our guest,
That's right.
Stephanie the Havelka. And today's episode is End the War on Joy.
That's right.
Because if you listen to the first segment, you heard how joy is the natural.
Yes.
It's the natural flow. It means we're on the right course.
Yeah. And you know, Daryl shared his story about the person with the dog owner who you were able to let go of the cinder block and let the joy come back through. And I was thinking one of the things that I've noticed over the week, the challenge of ending the war on joy is with the people who are closest to me, to drop any conditions that my joy is based on the way they act, even if they're having like a hard time or even if they're saying stuff, you know.
Yeah, because you can't feel, how dare you feel happy when someone's suffering next to you.
Yeah, or even they should be the ones saying nice things about me so that I'll be joyful, you know.
Right.
Any of that, but I'm doing a lot of clearing out of that whole belief because of this week's show, Ending the War on Joy. We had a huge family gathering yesterday. It gave me a great opportunity because all these beliefs that, the way I react is based on what they say. And it's just, that's just a losing proposition.
I'm starting to wonder what my problem is.
What is your problem?
Well, I was going, wait a minute. I don't feel that uncomfortable when people say negative things to me. It's when they say something positive that I go, is that guy full of crap?
Yeah, right. Totally. That's because you were so, yeah, exactly. We never know what beliefs are going to, it's so true.
Yeah, get rid of them. Whether you're on my side of the spectrum.
Where you're more comfortable around the negative.
Oh, yeah, or you think you deserve more compliments on that side of the spectrum. Either
a lot of
way.
times they both go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's the two sides of the same coin.
Yeah,
so throw that coin out the window.
Yeah, be your own joy, find your own power, decide who you are, and live from that. That's like the bottom line that I've been discovering this week, that no matter what, the only way I'm going to give fully to my family and to those around me is if I'm living fully from myself and being true to who I am and doing the things that I desire to do.
Yes, and we're going to get to praying for others because that really does help get the flow going.
Yeah.
And that's our daily word. But we got this reading is so wonderful.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And it's from Emmett Fox, Make Your Life Worthwhile. All of our readings, if you go to darylanded.com, if you go to the reading list, you'll find these books there. And if you go to the show script page, all the readings from today's show will be there as well. Actually, in one document, along with the YouTube version of the episode.
That's right.
Everything you need
to
fully enjoy this episode.
Yeah, or share with your friends if you don't want to listen to the whole episode. You got the readings right there.
Or if you just want the readings and you don't want to purchase the whole book, whatever. But it's all there. It's amazing. So it's amazing because we get a spiritual high just reading it. We get happy and blessed.
Well, that's what's great. You could just go to that page. You don't have to listen to a whole show. If you've got your little phone, you're at a meeting, you're feeling crummy.
Yeah.
Just go to one of our show script pages on our website and just start reading the little readings. They're quick, they're short, and it's a quick boost, mood booster.
Jesus was kind of like a video game where his power was to like make people happy or bliss them. He blissed that person. He blissed that person. He blissed that Jesus really blissed that person. They went.
Because when the jokes, it's funny you should say that because psychiatrists and the medical community believe that most of our illnesses are psychosomatic. Yeah. That they have to do with how we think, our emotions, creating chemicals going through us, and when we're in a higher state, it lets go. It's all congestion. All illness is from it's not circulating properly. And joy it just gets everything circulating.
I can tell you firsthand that I was having issues with my knee, and I've been doing a lot of just blessing it and looking and letting go of the issue, kind of mental stuff around it. And man, that's why today I feel like all this deep stuff is being released because my knee has been improving tremendously.
Congestion. Yeah. And if you boil it down, it's really blocking the flow of the natural flow of joy through us. Resentment, anger, fear. They're causing congestion in your body as well, not just your mind.
And there's stories around.
Let it go. When life hands you a cinder block, Daryl and Ed suggest you let go of it.
That's right. I've been doing ice and sauna as well with my knee, all the loving things, and letting go of the stories that have come up. Amazing.
Yes, take the pill with the positive attitude.
One might say I've found the unexpectedness of God. Excuse me. One of the most wonderful things about God from the human point of view is his unexpectedness. When we pray in the true spiritual manner, leaving the solution to him and desiring only that his will be done, because we know that the will of God is always something joyous and good, which is very important to know. We know that our prayer will be answered, but we never know just how. God answers prayer in the most unexpected way, and that is half the fun.
That's when we say funniest thing.
That's right. When we pray, it usually seems that there is some obvious way in which the demonstration will come, and then, lo and behold, it comes in a surprising and delightful way. Sometimes it seems that there is no way, humanly speaking, in which the problem can be solved, and yet solved it is, and in some glorious and thrilling manner. God acts out of the blue, so to speak. If we would only have a quiet faith in our prayer, without being tense or fussing, leaving ways and means to Him, but being confident that the demonstration will come it will, and the result will always be even better than we hoped. It says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and He shall give thee the desires of thy own heart. And you could also say, they say the word Lord means law. So if you delight yourself in the law, which is
the law of joy.
The law of joy, of ever increasing good. It's always coming. It's just good. It's always coming good.
Speaking about good, this is a perfect time to thank our listeners.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, listeners.
We love our listeners. We love our tweeters. We've been getting all sorts of great comments.
Amazing.
We appreciate you sharing our show with your friends.
Yes, comrades.
And hearing back from them, and we're getting new likes on our Facebook page. It's been wonderful. And we have our website, which is DarylAndEd.com, and you could find, it's a one-stop spot online to access everything and every place and whatever we're doing, and everything there is free for you.
Includes a tab for a study group if you want to do a study group.
That's right. All it takes is
2 people in a podcast.
Yeah, two or more people in a podcast.
Yeah. So 2 peas in a pod. All right. So let's take a moment to thank our chief engineer, the man who makes it sound so sweet, our favorite audiophile, Jeff Comfort.
And it looks like he's wearing a welding helmet.
Well, he sure is. And each week
he takes us
right into the comfort zone. Yeah.
Wow.
And shout out to the prayer line, 800-NOW-PRAY, 800-669-7729. Great tool for ending the war on joy.
Yes, it is. Use the You Pray app as well. It's free.
Yeah.
Just get it. Why not get it?
Yeah.
End the war on joy and get the You Pray app.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything. You're not harangued after you type in a prayer. You'll get a positive affirmation back, and you'll have your team working on it.
I even sent one in for you yesterday when you were at the car dealer.
Oh, and it worked.
I got an email. It says, all is in divine order. We have been holding these words in our hearts from the moment we heard from you. We continue to pray with you now, knowing God is the source of peace and divine order in every situation. God is a constant companion to the people you pray for and divine help in any circumstance. As you pray for others, have faith that God is with them, gently guiding them in ways that manifest peace and fulfillment. We join you in holding thoughts of divine order as we pray for Daryl and affirm, God is with you now and all is in divine order.
Oh, thank you, because if you were listening on the break, my car buying process has been going incredibly smooth. And I'm not talking I found a car and bought it. I mean, being able to walk into a dealership and lovingly go through the numbers and stuff with them without that sick obligatory feeling that I must buy this car right now because it's the only deal I've ever seen, which is fear. And that's why I mean, joy is the compass. If I went ahead and said yes with those feelings, it means I was going to make a decision I'll regret or have to convince myself, well, this wasn't too bad of a deal. No, just say no or yes.
You can say no or yes and do them both joyfully.
Yes, you can.
I did a lot of that today, actually. Let's welcome our friend to the Daily Word segment of the show.
Yeah, because the Daily Word,
it's not just for little old ladies.
Go, Granny, go, Granny,
go, Granny, go. Yeah.
And we're talking about someone who's not a granny, but she makes clothes that fit nice on your fanny.
Stephanie
Oh, that
Havelka.
was really good.
Well, it's true. I've seen the pictures on Facebook.
That's right.
I'm not sure they make my fanny look good, though.
What's that? A picture's worth 1,000 words.
That's right.
That's why that's why no one's seeing this picture.
Imagination.
That's right.
Good to see you guys.
Good to
Same
see
here.
you too.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, we love when you're on.
Oh, yeah, sincerely.
We've had fans make positive comments about you.
Yeah, me being one of them.
Yes, and Ed's parents.
Yep.
Our 2 loyal listeners since day one. So you've been a hit.
Yes.
And we're dying for you to read today's Daily Word. It's one of our favorites.
Oh, I love it. I love the God talk. You ready?
Yes.
Daily word. All right. Pray for others. When I pray for others, I experience our oneness. This is for today, Wednesday, June 10, 2015. Praying for others is a sacred honor. I may pray for someone by writing their name on my prayer list. I visualize each person on my list and see them as God does. I speak an affirmative prayer specifically for them. If someone seeks guidance, I see them walking confidently in the direction of their good. For healing, I imagine them whole, well, energized, and free. When I hear of someone's heartache, I envision them wrapped in the peace of spirit. When I pray for others, I pray for myself. I empathize, knowing our human experience has similar challenges. We are one in spirit, strong, wise, and whole. The quote on the bottom here is from James 5:16, and it is, therefore, pray for one another so that you may be healed. The prayer of the righteous is powerful and effective.
Dude, that is nice.
Before I ask you about your experience with this, Stephanie, I like that you said the quote at the bottom is.
I thought the same thing.
Because I just want to let any of our listeners know, like myself, whenever I would hear people say a Bible verse, or I would see a great, like, uplifting reading, and then there'd be a Bible verse, I'd be like, uh-oh, here it comes. You know, like, I had like this weird knee-jerk reaction, and it wasn't healthy.
Yeah, right.
But today, another way of looking at this, and this goes for any of our listeners that feel that way as well, you're not unique. I've transited, these are just positive quotes that are really, really old. And if you look at it like that, they're so much easier to accept. And then you really get to experience the value and the truth in them.
Yes. You know, what you just said is becoming a positive quote that's really, really old, too, because you said that same quote from the very first episode of Funniest Thing.
Well, I am 53.
Yeah. No, I love that. I noted the fact that you called it a quote as well. It's so good.
I can't remember what last week's episode was.
It's so good. I love it. Oh, before we go any further, too, Blind Bobby Biggs out in Tampa, Florida, would like us all to pray that the lightning and what is it here? The rain, the thunder and lightning are over for the night out there in Tampa, Florida. So he's requested that we pray. So let's just bless the skies above his head, that it's all calm.
Easy. While you're jingling your change, it made me think. I felt like talking like Jesus. What's that? Why'd you wake me up, ye of little faith? And I woke up Jesus in the boat because of the storm.
Oh, you're saying Blind Bobby Biggs should blast the storm clear? Or?
Yeah, come on, ye of little faith.
Come on, Ace.
Yeah, we know you. We got it in you. You are totally safe. You have nothing to be concerned
You got
of.
it made.
Yes, you are loved and surrounded in God's love.
That's right. All right. So.
Right on.
So what?
Well, I really liked what you said, Daryl, regarding the quote. And I like that idea of it just being so simple as it's just really, really old. It's just that simple. It doesn't have to attach anything to it, like, it's a God thing, it's a Bible thing, it's a religion thing. It doesn't matter. It's just a really old, cool quote.
Yes, because it's not that. Yeah, it's not that I'm discounting where this inspired thought came from. It's just I need to let go of all the garbage that has been placed. Yeah, that's been placed on the Bible throughout my lifetime that got in the way of me seeing it this way. Mm-hmm. Because that's what they were always meant to be, just inspiring quotes that can knock us up the stairs when we're not feeling in line with our joy.
Based on principles that don't change, it doesn't matter where or when they were written.
That's why it's great, because they're so old. They prove that these are really laws that are, in fact, in existence as much as the law of gravity.
That's right.
And when we don't mind them, we can suffer the same consequences as not minding the law of gravity.
That's right.
You guys, I have an interesting thing that happened this morning. You want to hear about it?
Yes.
Should we? Can you hang out? Wait, hold on a second. Can you hang out till after the break?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll go to the break, then we'll come back and we'll hear this delightful story. So
yes.
Come on after the break. Stephanie Havelka, founder and innovator of the Sportkini, is going to share an awesome story from this morning. We'll have a joke of the day, listener mailbag, and more. So thank you for listening to Funniest Thing on Unity Online Radio.
What is called the pants? Take 8.
You know what I wanted to say about the daily word? What I used from this? I
Yes.
wonder if you noticed. I mean, maybe you keyed in on that as well.
Right.
This second paragraph was very positive for me.
Yeah.
I've been using it. Actually, when I read this, it made me think because I have a little list
Yeah.
in my morning routine of people.
Right.
And I kind of put the old list away, and I was making a new list. I said, I should bring out that old list and, continue to see those people in my mind's eye. Mm-hmm. So I started to do that this morning. And then this part. If someone seeks guidance, I see them walking confidently in the direction of their good. And I thought to myself, we could use the pray for others as an objective way to pray for ourselves.
Yes.
Because I'm having to go through many like a lot of guidance with buying a car.
Right.
And this opportunity with the storytelling, whatever that is.
Yeah.
The storytelling teaching opportunity I have coming up. And writing the program out that the person hiring asked for could seem overwhelming and what have I gotten myself into? And this could go for buying a car, this could go for a medical condition, this could go for anything in my life. But this gave me a simple way to lift the small me, like lift myself away from the small me and become the me, that wonderful me, the higher me, that thinks these prayers with no problem for my friends.
Oh, yeah.
And see myself as I would you.
Yeah.
And I heard this definition of a friend. It's awesome. A friend is someone who will always remind you of the things you're capable of that you tend to forget.
We now return to the
Nice.
funniest thing.
Nice,
Here are your
nice,
hosts, Daryl and Ed, the best-looking guys on the radio.
All right, welcome back to Funniest Thing. Today's show is called End the War on Joy. Who was the one who gave you that line? Someone told you that recently. Remember
No,
who it
you
was?
said it.
No, you told me a story about someone saying it to you, and I said, that's got to be the title of our show.
Oh, yeah. Who said End the War on Joy?
Well, if it comes to you.
Well, I do have something I could tell our listeners. No, it's just simple.
Oh, yeah,
You
there's a
got
couple
worried.
good
He
episodes.
thought it was going to be a long story. No, 2 great companion episodes for this
Yes.
episode are Jump for Joy, which was our episode.
That's
which
right.
Just jump for the joy.
That's right.
And a prayer for you is a prayer for me, which was actually part of our daily word, it said.
That's a great reminder, a jump for joy. Because all day today, we're doing a show on ending the war on joy, and it's been like one of these sticky days for me just internally. So it's been all about continually jumping for the joy and just letting go of the other stories in my head.
And you could do it physically, too. Like when I really have a depressive thing going on and I can't seem to shake it loose with prayer, when I go on a walk, I'll walk as if I'm confident, with my chin up, and I'll put on some very happy, energetic music. And sure enough, it shakes whatever it was loose I was the congestion of my thinking. And I don't even need to research what it is because it got shook
That's
loose.
Right.
And now the joy is flowing again.
That's
and
all we need.
It's like I'm like going, was I really bummed out?
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago?
Let's hear from Stephanie Havelka.
Let's hear your story.
So I think it's perfect for joy and praying for others. So this morning, I'll paint the scene. This morning at 6 a.m., the ocean is dark. I'm going down to open ocean swim with my friends. It's murky. The water is big, choppy, moving in different directions. And I was like, whoa, and I swim in the ocean all the time, and every once in a while, it kind of hits me, though, that I'm uncomfortable. I'm never uncomfortable out there. But sure enough, today I was. And so I found myself having to reel in my thoughts, because when they go down the path that's like negative Nelly, it's not a good scene. I get into panic. And I know from being an instructor, that's the worst place for me to be. So as I was swimming today, I was thinking about my friends that were swimming with me. And even though I'm looking in the murky water and the waves are big, I was like, no. This is beautiful. This is amazing. I am summoning the dolphins. Oh, Jesus is with us, too. So is St. Anthony. Archangel Michael, he even showed up. And so I was so focused on bringing in the things that I wanted, these feelings of being safe and being protected. And then all my friends I was swimming with, I'm like, well, them too. We all huddled together today. We swam really close. It was really awesome. And so sure enough, at the very end, after being cold and in this murky water and as waves are going everywhere, I started to feel that euphoria of having been in the ocean.
Yeah.
And at the very end, one of the girls goes, I hear the dolphins. And I'm like, oh, I've been summoning them the whole time.
Wow.
And sure enough, they were out there. And it turned into such a joyful experience, something that could have, taken me down panic path.
Right.
But yet I made a conscious effort, and I was praying for them, and we all came out happy as clams. And I was like, this is a great metaphor for life, because sometimes my life, the ocean of my life, is murky, out of control, choppy. I don't know which way is up and down. And I thought to myself, wow, this is a great metaphor. And so I got the joy out of it, and I did it with and prayed for others during the whole thing. How cool is that?
That's
No,
beautiful.
that's how it works. That's like what we were saying, earlier about like whether you're fearful or you're depressed.
Yeah.
When you start just not getting into the thought of, why am I depressed? I'm always
Right.
depressed, or I'm scared. What am I going to do? Like, go into what you would want.
That's right.
Like, start thinking about what you want and stop worrying about what you don't want, because whatever it is,
Yeah.
you focus your attention on is what you're going to
yeah,
bring
it's
into
so
your
true.
experience.
It is so true.
And the thing I learned, when I was in the Coast Guard, one of the first things they tell over and over, relax, surrender, relax, don't panic,
Yes.
relax. If anything, you're better off just relaxing.
Totally.
You will not drown if you relax.
Yes.
Even if the waves are throwing you all over, it was always just let go, relax, let go, relax.
Beautiful.
And it works.
Oh, it sure does. I did the same thing before. Before I went out, paddled out at a new beach yesterday. I did the same thing. It's pretty big waves. A lot of people I didn't know, but instead of rushing out, I just laid on the sand, blessed everyone until I felt really good about everyone there, like they were my friends. Paddled out and had a great session, but relaxing before I went out and just getting in a positive state, man, changed everything.
Well, yeah, it proves that surrender works because the universe is in harmony and it's always
Yes.
supporting us.
Yes.
So when we surrender, we're taken care of.
Yes.
Whenever we're fighting or resisting,
Yes.
we're fighting a losing
Oh, yeah.
battle. It just, our
Right.
defenses won't work. But the good news is there's nothing to defend yourself against.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
well, the energy expenditure in the ocean, especially that's why it's such a great metaphor. The energy expenditure that you spend when you're in fear is,
Oh my
100
God,
times
yes.
more than when I sit back for a second, readjust, and then
Yes.
instead of fighting the water, move with the water.
Yes.
It's such a great metaphor. I was just so beside myself, like, wow,
That's awesome.
go with it.
And
All
that
right.
is true in our thinking.
Yes.
Surrender.
Yeah.
Yeah,
surrender,
even if
surrender.
our thoughts like mine have been today, choppy and murky, surrender, keep surrendering. They'll change too. The currents will start moving, and even my own thoughts, they start moving in the right direction.
So what do we have next?
Stephanie, well, thank you for coming on, founder
Thank
and
you,
innovator.
guys.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
Love
You are the
being here.
best.
Love hearing from you. The best to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Jeff's-
Sportkini.com to find out more about the Sportkini. What should we do? A joke? Should we go straight to the joke?
I think the readings. We
right,
might have to
let's
skip
go
the
through it.
jokes.
Oh, we might
tonight.
get it all in.
We might get it all.
All right,
in.
this reading, again, go to darylned.com for more on the readings. This one comes from Daily Guidance from Your Angels, page 77 by Doreen Virtue. It's called Value Yourself. I'll read the abridged version. It says, Beloved, believe us when we say that as you give to yourself, so you also give to others. Just like Stephanie did.
Yes.
She
yes.
was giving herself peace and giving others peace.
And it gave all the people she
Yeah.
was training peace.
Nurture yourself as a way of caring for your family, friends, and the entire population. Value yourself as a means of cherishing everyone on earth. Honor yourself in order to pay tribute to all others. The more you give to yourself, the more you feel great love, and that emotion is the key to happiness and peace. Your self-care extends the joyful spark of creation for the benefit of all.
Yeah, when it says treat your neighbor as thyself, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean treat your neighbor better than yourself or treat your neighbor worse than yourself.
Right.
It means treat yourself as good as you treat your neighbor.
That's right.
Either
That's right.
way.
Dude, here's a good joke very quickly.
Okay.
Struggling to make ends meet, the newly ordained deacon was livid when he confronted his wife with the receipt for a $250 dress she had bought. How could you do this?
I was outside the store looking at the dress in the window, and then I found myself trying it on, she explained. It was like Satan was whispering in my ear, "You look fabulous in that dress. Buy it."
Well, the deacon replied, you know how I deal with that kind of temptation. I say, get behind me, Satan.
I did. But then he said, "It looks fabulous from back here, too."
Oh, yeah. We got time for a quick something from the
We got
mailbag?
lots of time.
Yeah, is the mailbag here?
Gabby, the postal pitbull.
Gabby.
If you were listening on during the show, during all the time, you heard lots of barking. What did Gabby bring in for us? Because she was tearing something out of the mailman's bag.
Let's see. I think we may have time for just
Get
one.
it out of
with
our
the-
mouth. Yeah, just get the one.
Okay, this one comes from Jen Henry from Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago.
Yeah, to be honest, it was on our Facebook page, where you could go to become friends with Daryl and Ed.
And if you leave comments, we'll read them on the air.
That's right. And it says, Daryl and Ed don't kick you down the stairs. They kick you up the stairs. Ha, ha, ha. Thanks for the laughs. She was probably actually laughing. Yeah, like that. Thanks for the laughs. I was feeling down at work today, but listening to your podcast helped me see the bright side. Thank you, guys. You really inspire me. Man, that's a good little tale, isn't it?
I know. Well, we don't really have a tale to tell a good Sinatra story.
No, we don't, but we could sing a
speaking
little
of
song.
Sinatra,
Yeah.
what do we got? Oh, wait. Maybe we got something I didn't know
Who is
about.
that?
Who is it?
He's from your generation.
It's Johnny Mercer.
Hey, boys.
He's the one who started Capitol Records and had that building built that looks like a stack of records right here in Hollywood.
Come on, Daryl, sing along. You've got to accentuate the positive,
eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium,
liable to walk upon the scene.
Woo!
Liable to walk upon the scene. Here,
Yeah.
read this, Daryl. Read it.
Play
to
your
the
harmonica, Johnny. Visit. Wait, not Swing Low Sweet Chariot. Keep it. Visit DarylNet.com to find easy links to everything we do, including the Funniest Thing podcast on iTunes,
Sportkini!
our YouTube page, or
Jeff
Twitter
Cooper!
at DarylNet, and the Funniest Thing fan page on Facebook. And as always, thank you for being a part of Funniest Thing with Daryl Ned on Unity Online Radio.
Have faith or pandemonium, liable to walk upon the scene. I don't know what I said there. Hey.
You gotta accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium, liable to walk upon the scene.